What's Crew Blind Went Back? I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Rick.
Shane.
And we are back with Hunter X Hunter.
Hunter.
Oh,
Hunter
sorry.
Square.
Hunter by Hunter.
Even the titles have X's in like the spaces.
North by Northwest.
I saw something about that. Yeah. It's
just like a
It'd be
space.
like North X by X.
Yeah.
West
Yeah.
X.
North by
Like,
Northwest. Yeah, I was like, because whenever I was getting ready to post myself, I'm like, do I have these X's? I guess I do. I don't know. So
We are in Swindler's Swamp.
Yes.
Swindler.
I'm really excited
all
to
the
see
tricks
what's gonna happen
Swindler.
with these tricks coming.
Yep.
I feel like we're
If
gonna
they're
get
gonna be for kids or not. Or,
some good character moments of like, what do all the combatants value and like what would trick them.
Yeah. What things do they trust more than others? And
Yep.
yeah, I'm
There
super
are
excited.
368 remain
Yep.
in this test, minus that poor man. No! Shut on him.
Number 302.
Yep.
Never forget.
Terrible.
Hashtag never forget.
Hashtag never forget number 302.
And we had some cool conversations with Leorio and Kurapika about their motivations.
Yeah.
So that was good too.
I like that
stuff.
moment where Leorio was about to give up, and he's like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? Fuck this. And he just goes. I love it.
And the fact that Kurapika's eyes are valuable,
Yeah.
and that's why the whole plan was
Give me
kind of
the
down.
money!
What happened if you never hit the
I
button?
know. I was like, oh, I better do something new.
I closed my eye. I didn't know what you were going to do.
Well, I had this, and then nothing happened. So then I was like going like this.
I assumed you were going to do something with a pen, but so bad.
Guys, if you want to see the reaction, make sure you guys go down to our description. There's a website there. You can find the reaction right there. Come back here for the discussion.
Super easy.
There was not a lot of swindling in that swamp.
No.
There was like one instance with the bird
Well-
in the punji pit.
And there was the strawberry kind of thing. Like, it was
I
kind of weird and
guess.
swindly.
Yeah, hey, strawberry.
I'm not gonna go for a floating strawberry.
I was gonna say I wouldn't have approached the floating strawberry anyway.
Well, you would have made it through.
Eric would have withdrawn.
Withdrawn.
What it sucks for, like, like people to be eaten by a frog.
Yeah.
You can have that poisonous Pepsi with you. You know what I mean?
I'd rather be eaten by the frog than fall in the punji pit, though. I think
Yeah.
because the punji pit's just embarrassing. I feel like for like someone of that skill, but like
Yeah, but
giant frog coming out of nowhere. You got me.
I mean, the reason they fell is because they didn't
It was
have
like
the
you
skill.
weren't tricked, They were just running, and this thing ate them, and they just happened to have a poison with
Yeah.
it,
But I mean, that's a trap.
Yes.
It's a trick, right?
I don't
mean,
think
like
so.
a trapdoor spider waiting there and
A trick,
gotcha.
a trick usually implies that there was a good way to avoid it.
And why couldn't he smell
It's
or
all trap.
The trick was that wasn't actually solid, flat ground.
I guess.
That was the trick.
like he couldn't smell it or sense it? Like
if I dig a hole and cover it with grass, you fall and die. Trick ya!
Yeah.
I mean,
They
that's the
just
trick.
land on the ground and you just shoot in the air as they go across. You got tricked, asshole! Prank!
It's just a prank, bro.
It's not a prank.
Like Gon has had the supernatural ability to sense life forms up until that point, but he couldn't sense the frog, I guess.
I guess not. We couldn't smell. We didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
He recognizes the clone.
Maybe it's like the Kingsman and not
It
really
was
dead.
it was
Like a
covered
test.
by the trick and the swindle, Rick. That was the trick.
Yeah.
By the swindle.
So 220 people
220
have
people
withdrawn.
withdrew.
in this.
Yeah,
In this
because
particular
there was
segment, yeah.
404.
There could just be 200 extra bodies here.
There was 404 before they all ran,
Yeah.
and then there was 368 after they ran.
Yeah.
And then mile 148.
So
they lost-
220
so
plus
220
148 is 360.
Aren't in it anymore. After that,
Like easily 100 people could be dead in this swamp.
Yeah.
You think Hisoka would get some minus points for killing other students?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the
I mean,
swamp.
I guess they don't care.
self-defense.
I guess
too.
the idea too is that in the fog and stuff, anyone could be dying there, and you don't. It's just that's part of the thing.
Well, that's
That's true.
Like Leorio knew what he did was wrong. That's why he came back. Trying to
And
stop you.
he was only told not to attack the examiner.
The examiner.
Yeah.
Not anyone else.
Yeah, I mean the rookie crusher. He's not like he gets in trouble. He's been here 40 years in a row,
People
Yeah.
know about
or
it.
35. Or
Giving
whatever.
people diarrhea.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, all power to him. He's made it this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
I wonder if what you guys said before is true. If he
gets to the end and then he stops before he crosses the line so he
Yeah.
can test next year.
He only stays in as long as the last rookie's in the test.
Yeah.
He could be a hunter, but it's too dangerous. He just wants to.
He just wants to crush rookies.
Although maybe he's something put in place to really filter out all the examiners. You know.
I hope not.
What if? I mean, what if?
That's what I was wondering.
What if the hunter exams? Like it seems. What's the clown's name?
Hisoka.
Hisoka.
Like, is he just there? Like he said about you passed. Is it just based on him? Was it something about the exam?
I don't know, what authority does he have? Why does he have a?
Yeah, but like,
Thing
could the
is he-
rookie crusher be working with the examiners to really filter out these rookies?
Maybe.
Because he hasn't tried to kill any of them, right?
Like the captain on the ship, right?
Yeah, he filtered a lot of the first ones, and like, well, they're not worth it, so move on. But the captain wasn't a hunter.
That sounds perfectly reasonable, but I hope not, and I hope that the rookie crusher is just doing it for the pure joy.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, he did say.
He says it's why he gets up in the morning.
That's why I get up in the morning, is to crush rookies.
That's like a Shane thing. I feel like, you know, that's why I get up in the morning, crush rookies and smash.
We almost lost 2 of our heroes.
Almost.
We could have, if not for Hisoka's will,
I guess so.
Yeah.
basically.
Whatever he's doing, I'm still a little confused by what exactly he is doing.
We could have lost 2 others, or 2 as well, from the frog.
From the frog, yeah.
Like that one seemed.
So,
Like, well-
Hisoka, is it just a matter of speed? He's that fast, and it looks like an after image.
They said about it being agility,
but
and
he moves so quick, and he disappears.
the way that Kurapika described it, was it Kurapika? Whoever it was, yeah, I think it was Kurapika. It's a mix of agility and like their form, like how good they are at
His
doing
graceful.
And then they're
action.
yeah, but then they're also like kindred spirits because of their gifts.
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
they're both like that. Maybe they're special in a certain way.
Or just, people that are at the top feel lonely because they're on a different level than everyone else, so
Yeah.
he wants to find more people like that.
Yeah, I think that's what he meant.
It's like
by it.
Endeavor, but without All Might.
Kinda. And I also wonder, since they didn't show any blood, I wonder if the rose effect of the arm was like a censoring thing, and not like he actually turned it into flowers, but they just couldn't show it.
So they didn't want to show us this guy's arms like being. So they showed
Like in a shredder.
Yeah.
I guess that can make sense.
Because of like the time slot or
I mean,
whatever.
there could have easily been a lot more blood here
Yeah.
Yeah.
than there could have been. Like
I
when they
really-
did that circle and they all they could have
That
went
card.
Just the card
An
coming
info.
out of the guy's head, I really expected something.
Yeah.
There was just like 3 dots, like black dots that came out with it.
I'm wondering if this was like in Pokemon slot or whatever,
I can't imagine. I mean, it's so crazy. Like, oh no, we all fell to our death, and we show them, and there's spikes sticking out of these men. 200 of them, 220 men were
Yeah.
taken by this
All these other ones are turned into mushrooms.
millsy wetland swindler swamp.
Yeah, that was crazy. The mushroom one.
Yeah, which is more like disturbing than
that's
seeing blood, I think.
Yeah.
That's a trick right there.
So it's like, oh yeah,
Tricked ya.
our son went off to take the hunter exam. Let's see what he makes of his life. Oh yeah, he's a mushroom dead in the swamp now.
They send back a
Because
box
he
of
dared
mushrooms
to achieve for more.
for them to plant.
Like they can never eat pizza again because my son.
Or have as much mushroom pizza as they want.
Fucking mushrooms, man.
Ugh, Jesus.
Shane.
Fungus.
Fungus.
Trust the fungus. Eric.
Just the fungus. So,
So Gandhi heard he felt mortal fear for the first time.
Yeah.
Like
Mortal fear.
mortal fear, like he felt like he was gonna die for the first time. Like when was the first time you guys felt like you were gonna die?
Oh,
like 4 or 5
way
years.
younger than that.
Yeah, I felt like I was earlier.
Dude, the
Yeah.
other day I stubbed my toe so hard, like it's pretty bad.
I've had bad stubs where I'm like, I'd rather die.
When I was like 4 years old,
Jeez,
I
Eric.
fell in the swimming pool.
Yeah.
yeah. I almost drowned in a pool. I can't remember how old I was.
I felt like mortal
I almost drowned
fear
in the
was
river.
like shoved in my face as a kid. Like, hey, if you don't put this hitch in this tractor and you mess it up and I come fart you back, you will die. I'm fucking 5. Like, okay,
I'm trying to think
on
for
the
me.
farm, mortal fear was a real thing.
The time I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna die,
Yeah.
maybe my appendix.
Sure.
Like it got really bad and I didn't know what was going on and I collapsed. Like I was walking and collapsed on the ground. Like, it was pretty bad, but
Not
thought it was
How the
good.
hell do you let it get that far?
I thought I was
I
going to
thought it was
die
a
in
bad
LA.
tummy ache.
Yeah, but how do you let it get that
This
far?
boy
Because he's
falls
afraid of
down pain
needles.
during fucking laughing.
bad muscles.
Like if I go to the doctor, they're gonna poke me with a needle. I would rather die.
It never felt that bad until
Until it burst.
it got really bad.
It was
And I'm
days though, right?
No.
It was during Christmas break.
Yeah.
I remember I was in bed I don't know, if we had 2-week break, I was in bed for at least a week of it. And I thought it would go away beforehand.
What the hell stomachache lasts for more than a day?
I don't know, we thought maybe a flu or some shit. I don't know, it just hurt really bad. I know I was in bed for several days. I don't know, it was back 8th grade, it's hard to remember. And then I remember this was the morning I was supposed to go back to school. And I got up and I went to go to the bathroom and I was in a lot of pain. I started walking to go tell my parents and I collapsed on the ground. And I pulled myself up onto the chair and for some reason I felt like I couldn't yell, so I just started whistling. For some reason I felt like I couldn't go, hey, help! I was like, trying to whistle through this pain. And then my parents came out what's going on? I don't know.
Mortal fear.
My mom drove me to the hospital. A police officer pulled us over and said, you're speeding. So I tried to get my son to the hospital. And it's well, you should have called an ambulance. Well, I can be there by the time an ambulance gets to us.
Yeah.
So he's all right, well, be careful. And he didn't lead us to the hospital. He followed us to make sure we didn't speed. It was terrible. I hate that guy. But got there, was in pain, and then they did surgery.
Yeah.
And then I was in the hospital for a week.
Yeah.
And I came back out and wasn't supposed to carry any books. I was supposed to go downstairs.
What about you guys? You felt mortal fear.
I almost got ran over by a guy in a parking lot one time.
Because you were tailing him. And he saw you trying to run you over later.
No, I was like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, my first brush with death was when I turned blue because of the asthma. I had to be life flighted in. Doctors told my mom that I wasn't going to make it. Was hooked up to a machine for a while. That was
That's
4
pretty
years old, I think.
Yeah,
Speaking of turning blue, I don't remember it at all. But apparently when I was really young, I was eating a peanut. And I slipped on a rug or something like that. I was running around the house and I got lodged in my throat.
That's why you don't like peanuts.
And I started turning other colors and stuff.
I got choked on a Skittle.
Really?
Yeah, and
You
my-
really let past experiences shape you, don't you?
Yeah, he does.
Fuck peanuts, man.
I don't think I'm like that at all.
I think you are.
I've never choked on
Not like
anything.
that. Like you put something off.
I
or something.
don't need a peanut. I don't need peanuts. Okay? I don't need them at all. I don't need needles. I don't need none of it. I don't need an appendix.
You needed a needle probably when you went to the hospital.
When I was born,
They give you surgery.
my umbilical cord was knotted around my neck and my arm, and it was also knotted just the
See?
cord going to my mom.
And
you
he
bite
got
it
rid
off?
of it.
I came out purple.
You came out with a knife and
Hey,
I didn't.
Leon came out purple. I think babies don't normally come out purple. Because I remember watching and I was freaking out when Leon
well, I
was
saw
born.
Malachi.
And I'm like, oh my god, it's dead. I gotta stay calm. Don't freak out Melanie. Get her
That's
get her
exactly what I
done.
thought.
No,
And then the baby, we'll deal with the baby being dead later.
it was,
That
it
was
was
my thought in my
a
head.
Jesus.
very different purple color.
Well, no one told me a baby was gonna be born purple.
They come out disformed and purple.
Evie
I
was
know.
definitely a Smurf when she came out.
Yeah, I thought Leon was dead. I thought oh, this baby's dead. I'm not dead.
I just got
anymore.
a dead baby.
Yeah.
I knew enough to know that it was.
I never knew. I was like,
Why you, Shane?
20 years old.
Fell in the pool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
one
fell in the
time,
pool once,
one
too.
time, I almost got jumped by like 2 or 3 guys. Well, no, it was like 5 guys.
Almost got jumped. Or
Hey,
you did get jumped.
I almost did. 2 had baseball bats. They were chasing after me in Williamstown.
Oh.
They're like, we're gonna kill you, you little bitch. You know what I mean?
Why you shouldn't go to West
I
Virginia?
hid in the fucking dumpster.
Or Lowell.
Or Lowell.
It's Williamstown.
Well, they don't have money for bats in Lowell.
They have a they have an island. They have baseball fields there.
Just have cudgels.
Sticks from the
They play
woods.
stickball.
Wiffle balls.
No.
Man, football bats are speaking buzzer. Mortal fear.
I think they all passed. I wonder what the next thing will be.
Well,
It looked
no.
like they were at a gated city.
Yeah.
Some kind of walled,
Kind of
I think it was a city. I think that was like a.
like a building, like a castle maybe or
Yeah.
something.
It looked like
The hidden city.
some kind of city wall.
It's a hidden
or-
city.
Tis a hidden city.
What is the name of the city that they were heading to? Started with an H, right?
Gunga.
Hell.
What?
Welcome to hell.
He can, I'm sure he'll fix it.
Yeah. Do it, Rob. We pay you for this.
Did we?
He uses that as button. Okay. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of Hunter x Hunter. We're gonna be having more episodes every week, but if you can't wait for the next one, you can check it out over early access. Patreon.com/blindwave.
Yep.
Full length as well.
Check the description for all of our links.